It is that time of week once again. It's time to check in with our friends from Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown in downtown Pittsburgh. Josh Taylor here in studio. Now, I got to remind us all of something. When you're growing up in life, you tend to meet some people along the way, but there's always that one cute girl you remember growing up. That one that just always caught your attention. And everyone likes cute girls, right? Well, my guest joining me right now, she's considered, now correct me if I'm wrong, she's considered the cutest girl in porn. And I'm convinced that the name doesn't do her justice, but Allie Haze is here. Now, they weren't lying. It's definitely a true sentiment, but I don't think it does her justice. But you can see for yourself, because she's here all weekend at Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown. So you can find out just how amazing Allie Haze is for yourself. But
and the bonus is you get to see me naked, so
and it makes it even better. So it might even kind of help you grade on a curve, so to speak, but that's not a bad thing. But how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing great. Last night was awesome. I had one show last night, so that was a lot of fun. I haven't been back to Blush in a while, and the club's all remodeled. I'm sure everybody around here knows about that already, but that was awesome.
We try to spread the word. So, all right, first impressions, what'd you think?
Oh, it's amazing. They offer so much now. We were just talking about the sports bar, too, and everything that's going on over there. And then, there's beer pong next week. So
there's a lot to talk about. The sports bar, of course, is on the third floor, but beer pong tournament every Thursday. Next Thursday's the same thing. Beer pong tournament. There's so much to do. There's live music on Tuesdays, but next Thursday in particular, beer pong tournament. Check out the sports bar on the third floor. The menu. I talk about the menu all the time. I've eaten the food there quite a bit.
I haven't yet, so tell me. Feed me.
It's superb. Salmon is good. The chicken sandwich is good. The wooden nickel. It's a bison burger.
Interesting.
Fantastic. And my favorite weeks are when the guys send food over. So we can sample
there you
it. It's good. I'm telling you, I wouldn't tell you to eat it if I hadn't tried it myself. So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you've seen the sports bar. What else did you get to see around the building?
I obviously the first and the second floor. I mean, for me, someone that travels and dances a lot, my dressing room or the dressing room that I have for the weekend is amazing. That's really awesome. They treat everybody. Yeah, they treat everybody so well there. The customers are awesome, and it's always. I love Pittsburgh, so I've been coming here now for 6 years.
So you get a lot of love around these parts.
Yeah. It's really awesome to come back and see people that I know, and they come out and bring a big group, and it's also awesome to meet new people. That's really always a great thing.
Now, besides feature dancing, you do a lot of work on screen, but
yes,
you got a pretty cool assignment recently. You got to help host the AVN Awards in Vegas. Now, I've heard some pretty crazy AVN stories, and I get to meet some of the girls who have either won awards or participated in awards in the past, but you got to be backstage during the AVN Awards, and the award show is already pretty crazy, but not only did you get to take part in that crazy show, you got to be backstage where probably quite a bit of craziness took place. Is that fair to say?
It is. It was really, really cool. What I did this year is AVN asked me to host the backstage when you won. So when as people won their awards, the first thing they did was come to me. I'm the first person they talk to. I'm the first person that interviews them. So it's really cool because you get to see. Everybody says it's like the Oscars for the adult business is basically what it is, and we're super emotional about the things. It's really funny to say she won best anal, and she was so it's funny when even saying it out loud. I know it's funny, but it's a lot of hard work, and it means a lot to us.
And it's fun to be appreciated.
So it's a little bit of both. The irony of the funniness of people saying, "I can't believe I won best anal," or something, or best gangbang, crazy weird things, and then them being so happy about it. It was really cool. It was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, I've had a chance to be backstage before when I won things and things like that, but it was definitely it was really rewarding. I feel like to be a part of that with these people, and now I've created these memories too, because I've seen a couple of people. Riley Reid won Female Performer of the Year this year, and her and I are I love her. So
we love Riley. Yeah. We love her here. She's been through a couple times. We love Riley.
Yeah. So seeing her, it was the people that I was a little bit more familiar with, just came up and hugged me. That was their first reaction: hug me, give me a kiss, and they're like, "Oh my God!" Like we were able to, look each other in the eye and be excited, and I was excited for them.
And you know that really emotion yourself, being a former award winner.
Yeah.
So you get it.
Yeah, definitely. It was really cool. Crazy stories. Let's see. I mean,
oh yeah, let's hear 'em.
Nobody fell or did anything weird. I mean, there was crying. There was a lot of crying that happened. What else? What else was going on? I mean,
maybe
this
it's
year was
tame
pretty
backstage.
tame.
Yeah, maybe it's tame.
This year was pretty tame. I mean, we goofed around at the beginning before the show started because we were all there an hour early and took crazy pictures and did silly stuff. And
no, I've heard some crazy picture stories.
oh yeah. And as far as what, like us taking crazy pictures together?
Oh yeah. I think it was a few weeks ago. I think it was Jessa Rhodes that was here. She was telling some crazy avian picture stories. So I'm sure they're out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm sure they're out there. I mean, they're all on Twitter for sure. All you got to do is find them on Twitter. That's the easiest part.
Social media kind of exacerbates everything. That makes it a little more interesting.
It is. It's really awesome. It's great. I feel like it was just yesterday too. It's so weird to think that it's already March. It's like crazy.
The year's flying by. So and let me ask you that, because I imagine you've got a pretty crazy schedule of traveling around doing everything. Just how much time do you spend on the road? I'm
actually on the road generally like 2 to 3 weekends a month. Is what I try to do. Next month I have a break, which is awesome. I mean, I love seeing everybody and I love traveling, but it's so nice to be home and hang out with my dogs and
taking a vacay or anything.
Do my thing. No, I have family coming into town. They're vacating with me because I live in Vegas, so I'm kind of in the vacay area.
But you're that family member that anytime somebody goes to Vegas, hey, you got to call Allie because we're going to Vegas. So.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, I was in town. You're like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got a giant R2 cooler. I got a lot of cool stuff in my house. So.
You said dogs, plural.
Dogs, yes. I have 2 dogs. I have English bulldogs. Big, fat, stinky, snoring beasts.
Oh, I bet they're adorable, though.
They are, which you can also find them on Twitter. They're also on Twitter.
If you're not putting pictures of your dogs on Twitter, you're wasting your time. You're not doing it right.
If your dog doesn't have a Twitter.
True.
Yeah.
True. I came this close to doing one for mine. I had a pit bull not too long ago. Came this close to putting her on Twitter. But maybe the next one we'll do it. Yeah,
my guy is pretty hilarious. He's very entertaining. Generally speaking, I just sit and watch him. He's super entertaining.
I'll tell you. You have to enjoy the small stuff, and this is some of the stuff that I don't think people really realize, that Allie Haze is a normal life too.
Oh yeah.
She spends time with her dogs too. She goofs around the house, so you get to appreciate that kind of stuff. Now, you mentioned that you had your first show already last night.
Yeah,
You're gonna, I imagine 2 more Friday night, 2 more Saturday night.
2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I would say get there by 10:30 if you want to see the first show. 11 and 1 is what we're thinking, but I might go early because I feel like it.
4 chances. 4 chances.
Yeah,
to
4
see
more
Allie Haze.
chances.
Get there early. It's good advice. Now. Set the stage for me, because we don't want to give too much away. We want to get people to come see.
Okay.
But what do we got in the pipeline here? What are we doing? Costumes, music? What do we like to do?
Well, let's see. I do cosplay. I'm a huge nerd. I'm a super nerd. I mean, I
knew I liked you for a reason.
Yes. I played Princess Leia in the Star Wars XXX. We did that. We also have a campaign going for that right now.
I want to ask you about that too.
Next one. Yeah. So there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. But I mean, generally, I'm a big goofball and I like to have a lot of fun. I like to pick people out of the crowd, and it's really funny sometimes. Like last night, there was people, like on their phone and stuff and things like that. I always call them out.
It's unacceptable.
It's
unacceptable.
It's really
Don't
funny.
Don't do that, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really a lot of fun. I mean, last night, let's see. I'm super energetic. You get me up there for about 20 minutes. I look very harmless, but I can stick my fist in my mouth. How's that a stage setting? And I'll leave it at that.
Let that marinate.
Drop the mic.
Definitely let that marinate for a few.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Star Wars parody. I want to ask you about that, because you get to be Princess Leia, and she's a very iconic figure in the minds and imaginations of most nerds. So you kind of take that.
In the world, she is.
Well, that too. But in the minds of nerds, like, it's already on a certain level just with the imagination.
Correct.
So you take that and kind of throw it in the hyperdrive, so to speak.
Pretty much.
So what's that like? What's kind of reception you've gotten from people that have seen it?
It's been great. The movie came out in 2012, I think, 2012 or 11. So it's been 4 years-ish of, walking around and getting to be this very awesome character. And it is really, really cool. Right now we have, we're actually starting, which is all, like I said, it's on my Twitter. You can fund the second one. We've been waiting to do Empire Strikes Back for a really long time. Different things with companies and all that stuff, just all the nitty gritty crud. We haven't been able to do it yet. So what we decided to do, Axel Braun, who is the director, has decided to do Indiegogo fund thing. Nice. We're trying to raise $500,000 to fund the movie, which would be awesome. And then we're going to we're trying to fight piracy at the same time. So we're going to give it for free. It's not, it's just
so it's just to make the movie.
Just to make the movie for the people, by the people who are also nerds. It's a really cool project, and I'm hoping there was a win a date. I was gonna say you could win a date with me, but somebody already did that. They already paid the $2,500 to support the cause. But the date doesn't happen if we don't reach our goal. And if you really think about it, 100,000 people, $5, man. There's got to be 100,000 nerds out there to give that $5.
You had me at the for the people, by the people who are nerds.
Yeah.
That should be on a scroll somewhere. Like you should have that as like part of the credits when it opens up, like when the merge moving on the screen at the bottom. Put for the people, by the people who are nerds. You would serve so many.
I know,
it would
right?
Just cover
Fingers crossed. It's only up for another month and a half, so we're hoping in another month and a half we can find those 100,000 people. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
we have the Princess Leia of porn here. Help her out, man.
Yeah.
The galaxy will thank you.
Exactly.
And then come down and see her at Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown.
Yes, please
and then
come
she'll
see me
thank
at
you
Blush.
personally.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Please come see me at Blush. It's gonna be a super lot of fun.
She's super lot of fun.
Super
Allie
lot of fun.
Haze, Josh Taylor, True Love Radio.